Hey guys, welcome back to Flip Matters. Chozen and Aqua here, and today we're going to showcase a game between D.R.M and MaudGames in honor of the new launch of Celestial Solstice. So we've been getting a lot of input from the community recently because everyone knows Celestial Solstice is coming out, and they really want to see kind of what those cards can do for the meta, and beyond that too, they kind of want to see how D.R.M plays as well. So, and that's exactly what we're going to show you guys today. Aqua, thoughts?
Well, this is a standard MaudGames deck, and Chozen's running D.R.M. Outside of that, there's really, I don't think anything else to say.
I'm not going to keep this.
Okay.
As much as I wanted to. It had an ATO in it, and it also had a Bright Pull and a Red Heart, but it just, I'm looking for Blue Jay and Cloud Chaser. Super important, because I need to be perfectly honest, in order to do things in this deck, I have to flip my main.
Yeah, as much as I want to keep that last hand, I can't do that either. So with Mod, we're really looking for Varmint Barricade opening turn. Either that or Applejack Farm Formare. So Chozen rolls a 9, and I rolled a 5.
So this is important, actually, because if you look at these starting problems, and this is something we've kind of come to realize as well, so you really want one-sided problems for your problem deck. So obviously he's going to be playing MaudGames with Social Obligations because it's a super one-sided white problem that works well with the orange. And on this side, because you have so few entry cards in D.R.M itself, you're going to be running Comforting Critters, because if you do have something like a All-Team Organizer, then you can move up your main, and then you're guaranteed to have the entry requirements for All-Team Organizer.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Pay 2 to move up your main, you play the ATO, and your entry is met just by having your starting problem. So you can start the game with potentially 2 purple.
Exactly right.
Pretty interesting trick.
So I'm going to just gain 2 action tokens and pass my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and gain 2 action tokens. Pick up my next card.
So what are you looking for, Aqua? Like, what do you want to see in this matchup as far as your deck's concerned?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm actually going to sit and pass. Opening, you want to try to hit that like I said, Applejack Farm Formare or the Varmint's Barricade. Those really accelerate Mod a lot early game. So,
do you generally play villains or troublemakers if you have them?
I try to, but depending on the situation, like right now, I don't mind you scoring 2 points early, and I can just go ahead and set up from there. So generally, I want to see where you place your friends before playing my villains. I
know generally, so I'll draw. Generally in the matchup, if I went first and I was MaudGames, I probably would play like a Nightmare Moon turn 1, because he would be up on AT. But he doesn't want to block off both problems, because for D.R.M, generally what it does is it plays Red Heart, or it plays Flutter Guy very early, and because of that it'll lock in a problem, and then just kind of gain a huge AT advantage on its opponent. So I'm actually going to start off and pay 3. Yeah. As much as I really don't want to have to do this, but I want to prevent him from doing any shenanigans that involves white, because I don't want him to do anything early. So I'm just going to play a Bright Bulb there and then pass my turn.
Okay. So he's trying to just basically block out the problem. So normally, like I said, playing friends early without being able to score points, why would you do that? There's no point. They can just play like a Pinkie Pie, Responsibility Pie, anything to really kill that friend. So you don't want to put your friends in harm's way if you don't have to. So
that's exactly right. Now, so since this is kind of from the perspective of D.R.M itself, I'll tell you guys straight up, I do have an All-Team Organizer in my hand, and that's part of the reason I play Bright Bulb. So basically, I'm preventing him from accelerating if he wants to play cards at this problem itself. So that's fine. Obviously, he's going to block that off, which is good for us, which I don't mind, and that as well. So
I'm going to go ahead and pay 2, play 2 Troublemakers down. Now, if I went first and I have a Nightmare Moon in hand, even when you're playing Mod, it's definitely a really strong opening, especially decks against like Ballroom Blitz, Diamonds in the Sky, D.R.M. All those decks need pieces to set up. So essentially, it's not that bad of an idea to drop Nightmare Moon early game, but if you're going second, it's more than likely it's better not to do it. Pass turn.
So I'll draw. I'll gain 2 action tokens.
Yep.
And then, again, this is no surprise, but I'm going to pay 3 action tokens to play an All-Team Organizer. Actually, at my home, obviously, there could be anything here.
So he just like Cloud Chaser, Fluttershy, it's always a good idea to play those cards to your home so they don't have, especially in this meta currently, because you don't want those to get fear bombed.
So it's actually funny too because I actually drew into my roll guidance this turn, and had I done that last turn, I would have played that instead of the bright bulb and just dropped the ATO to gain some card advantage. But I'm assuming one of these is a Nightmare Moon. I think his play's pretty much given that away because he dropped two at the same time. I don't know why. It's for me in this situation. I wouldn't play two Troublemakers unless he played, because he could have played the Nightmare Moon at this problem and then frightened by Bright Bulb. So it's a non-issue there.
You're good.
So I'm honestly just going to exhaust and draw a card, and then I'm actually going to pass the turn, basically thinning my deck. So after you, sir.
Pick up 2, draw a card, and now let's see what we have. So I have an Azotl, actually.
Okay.
And that was a little bit unexpected, was it?
It was.
And I'm going to go ahead and drop the Diamond Dogs.
Okay, yeah, so that was completely unexpected. But that's okay. Again, I still have ATO, so I'm not things are looking very good for me. I'm already accelerated 1 action token.
Yeah, it's definitely not the worst of situations. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 to go ahead and play Applejack Farm Formare over on this side. We'll drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to go pick up the Heart's Desire. And I'm going to put the rest at the bottom of my deck. We're saying a 1 AT. We can't play the Heart's Desire just yet. I'm going to go ahead and just pass the turn from here.
He was looking for a Varmint Barricade, I imagine, because he wanted to flip his
It would have been nice. It definitely would have been nice. But
so I drew, gained 2 action tokens, unexhaust. I'm not going to confront the...
he
doesn't have a Heart's Desire in play, so I could get lucky and flip a Nightmare Moon.
He flips a Nightmare Moon. In theory, I hit like a 1 or 2, and he wins. But or you can go vice versa.
Fair enough. So it doesn't matter. So this went home.
Right, go home, Bright Bulb. You're drunk.
Wow, so angry. I'm going to kill myself. I mean, what? Exhaust ATO and these two for another ATO, which is pretty bomb diggity.
So he's going ahead and set up his field. The typical control plays.
Typical control plays indeed. And then I'm actually going to exhaust this.
Okay.
For a 1 action token floating, and I'm going to play this Troublemaker over here.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I'm gonna pass my turn.
I'm going to go pick up 2. Wow, this opens up options. A lot of options. I'm not exactly sure what DRM's looking to play here. I'm guessing it's definitely a villain. Now, the villain, I would probably assume... I don't know if he plays Nightmare Moon. I'm going to go ahead and pay 2 for Heart's Desire.
So I guess he's looking to flip his mod. You always want to look for every eventuality and play as conservatively as possible, and that's what Aqua's doing here.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just pass the turn, flip my mod over.
So that definitely was a good play, to be honest. I mean, I don't think MaudGames do very well this game, but again, neither did I. And I mean, even though I did 2 ATOs pretty early, this isn't like the greatest start. Obviously, roll guides in a Flutter guy or something like that. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to gain 2 action tokens on exhaust. I'm going to flip this Troublemaker, and it's a QC. So that's pretty
QC, okay.
Pretty terrible for him.
So now he's just stalling even further to set up.
So I'm actually going to exhaust these 2 ATOs and pay 1 to play a 3rd ATO.
Okay.
And that's pretty much game.
Now he's selling himself 3 action tokens to my 2 every turn, so it's
I'm
even more impressive than actually having that Fluttershy.
And I'm actually going to exhaust to gain 1 action token and draw a card.
Okay,
so
now setting stuff. So you have like 3 DJs on the field right now? Is that what you're saying?
Something like that. And I'm actually just going to pass my turn.
Alright, let's go ahead and put that counter on mod so we all know what mod's sitting at. Draw a card, obtain 2 action tokens.
Do you wish to confront the Chrysalis?
No, I opt to not confront the Chrysalis.
Fair enough, sir. So he could actually get really lucky if he does flip the his farm Formare and confront the QC, and then if the Formare gets exhausted, then he has his mod power plus the Formare, which would actually be 7 to my 6. Then again, his flip average is significantly higher than mine, and I have no yellow, so I can't crit or cav. So I mean, but to be honest, Aqua's in a pretty bad situation.
I'm pretty definitely in a bad situation. I'm saying on 3 action. I could move mod up to Azotl, but I don't want to dice chance it, even though if I do win, it could be very beneficial to me. I'm still sitting at 4 to 5, and even though like flip averages do take into account a lot of the face-off, you have to take into account also that they still could flip a 5, and that would just put me back a whole turn. So I'm just gonna sit back and just pass the turn.
So I'll draw. I'm gonna gain 2 action tokens on exhaust.
When you say 2, you mean 5, right?
Oh, well, of course, sir, of course. So I'm gonna exhaust and have 1 floating AT, and I'm gonna use that to play a roll guidance.
That's fine.
And then I'm gonna exhaust these 2, and
So you have 5 right now.
1 remaining as well to play a red heart on the QC. Now this this is important because this is just gonna keep exhausting here, and it doesn't matter. So I can never win anyway. So I have infinite ways to pump up my.
So red heart right here is basically set up to confront the QC, fail, lose the QC, but it's going to get pumped every turn for 2 AT. He's going to keep moving it up, and it's going to go ahead and just use your effect to get rid of a friend every turn.
Yeah, and to be honest, red heart control and friend bouncing control is just so strong, and I think this is the purest version of control that this game has, where obviously the ATOs are tempo, things like, Cloud Chaser's tempo, but Red Heart is a control card. It's not a tempo card. Red Heart's a control card. Fluttershy Guidance Counselor is a control card.
Can you even play the Nurse Red Heart right now?
Yeah, with Roll Guidance. Oh, you're right. I have to pay 2 to move up Twilight. Good call.
Yeah, so I assumed.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I was ahead of myself.
Wait, even if you... Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I have exactly enough. Yep. You're right. And then I'll end my turn. Good call. And then this actually flips.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it.
And I name yellow as well. Thank you, Aqua, you scholar and gentleman.
So this is... I'm in a really, really bad position right now.
Some would call it a pickle. And that's the other reason too. So remember, Twilight Sparkle, the reason why that matters is because I gain 2 power, so I would be at 3 yellow, but her requirement is 4. So moving it up to the Comforting Critters actually allows me to play the Nurse Red Heart.
Yep. So I'm in a huge pickle right now. I really want to play this 1 card. Let me go ahead and show you guys what I have in my hand right now. This card right here would be a really good out to QC. But because of the Red Heart, I absolutely cannot play it because I know it will be bounced next turn. Knowing that, I want to go ahead and try... It doesn't really matter, I feel like. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is just combo off. I'm going to save. I'm going to save right here. I'm going to save this card for the following turn along with this card. That way we can remove any pumps that card obtains. So, pass the turn over.
Alright, so I'll draw. I'm going to gain 2 action tokens. And to be perfectly honest, it does not behoove me to confront because I don't want him to get a bunch of tokens from Heart's Desire. Because that decelerates me anyway. So what I'm going to do right now, because again, to be honest, like I have no real targets here.
Wait, let's go ahead then. Okay.
So you're fine. So I have no real targets here. So if I do that, worst case scenario, so best case scenario, I'm gonna send that back to his hand. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna exhaust this to draw, and what I'm looking for right now is a flutter guy. I'm gonna exhaust to draw.
So you didn't confront the QC?
No.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna exhaust again to draw. So I think everyone kind of understands why I'm doing that. And again, there's no real reason, because the problem is Heart's Desire is a huge deterrent for me right now. So I'm actually going to end my turn and discard. And I'm going to discard an Awizotl and a Nightmare Moon.
Perfect. Okay. Draw a card. Pick up 2 action tokens. So, Maud's at 2. This is interesting.
So the part of the reason my D.R.M is so impressive is because nothing has happened in this game right now. Like, he could be trying to confront this Awizotl.
But because I have to stall and he's getting 5 action tokens per turn while I'm only getting 2, I am actually very limited on my plays while he has so many options.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I actually have a TSUV in my hand right now, as well as a Critter Cab. So either way, no matter what he does, if he does try to confront the Awizotl and he pays 2 to do it, he's going to lose. There's just no way he's ever going to confront that, especially with my free 3 action tokens a turn. And this is where MaudGames becomes really really in a world of hurt. Now, Cookie Crumble solves that issue, and it does play that card in the deck. But again, he has to have the white entry to play it, which is, he's already pretty starved, and I can always bounce it with Red Heart anyway.
So I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn now.
So I'll draw. I will gain 2 action tokens, unexhaust these, and same thing, I'm just going to keep digging for a Flutter guy and just hope I get it. Because, again, there's nothing really else for me to do right now. Just keep digging, and keep digging. And I am going to... Well, I can ruin this guy's day. So, I'm actually going to pay 1, 2, 3 for a Red Heart.
Another Red Heart?
Yeah. And that's game. Basically now, even if he gets the Heart's Desire, it doesn't matter.
This is insane.
And I'm going to discard, so now it's your turn. Roll Guidance.
Oh, man, that second Red Heart really hurt me. I think I'm just going to go ahead and prevent myself from playing Friend for now. We have 2 action tokens. So, just to let you guys know, I am sitting at 9 action tokens right now. But any friend I play, he's going to bounce back. So he's really not afraid of this Farm Formare. So he's not even going to do anything yet. He's holding on to what he has. And I'm really in a jam right now.
And again, the score is still 0-0. So, and there's 2 there's 2 villains here. So it's not like he can even play Nightmare Moon to change my hand or the board state.
I'm just going to discard 1. Pass the turn.
So I'll draw. I'll gain 2 action tokens, unexhaust these 3. We'll challenge the Awazodal with Red Heart. You got it. So feel free to pop your Heart's Desire.
It will go off.
And now I'll challenge the Queen Chrysalis.
Yep.
You got it. So actually, I'm going to send home technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's actually exhausted, and I'll send this home anyway, so it doesn't matter. And this will stay here and remain pumped.
Yep. That's bad. That's very bad. So even though I've got a lot of action tokens, I'm definitely very limited in what I can do.
So I'm going to actually pay 2 to send this back up to the Awazodal.
Okay.
And now it basically doesn't matter what he does. I basically have the lock.
At times like these, I really wish I played one pace.
And I'm actually going to exhaust this and dig for that Fluttershy Guidance Counselor.
Okay, so we're sitting at +3 now.
And I'll pass the turn and discard a Nightmare Moon and actually a Manual.
So
actually, I was total.
At this point, I'm not going to be able to do too much. I'm just going to go ahead and pay 2 for Heart's Desire. I want to pay 2 to move Maud up over to our Awazodal. And we're just going to try to set up and make a play. So, 7 cards at hand. I'm okay with this right now. I am going to just pass the turn.
Okay, so at the end of your score phase, I'm actually going to bounce that.
It's my hand?
Yep. Basically because this is going to go home anyway, and I want to use all my pumped when I can. So I'll draw. I'll gain 2 action tokens. I'm going to confront the Awazodal.
Yep. Wait, so I actually have to discard because I was sitting at 8. Now I'm sitting at 9. I'm going to have to discard 1. Oh, boy. Cookie Crumbles. You're going to go home. All right.
So I'm going to confront the Awazodal. So 7 to 5, and then you flip as well. Yep, so you got it with 8. So this will go home.
No surprise.
Yep, and then you will gain 4 action tokens from your Heart's Desire, which again is no big surprise.
Yep.
And these red hearts are both pumped. I am actually going to do this. So I'm going to pay 3.
Yep.
To send that home, because we just...
Oh, TSUV, there it goes.
TSUV.
For free every turn.
Faux free.
I'm set at a lock now. This is the control deck at its finest.
Yep, and this is what the deck does. I don't think there's anything he can do, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, cards like Fears Must Be Faced allow you to kind of bypass the lock because it allows your friends, especially if it trains, it allows them to go to problems at the troublemaker phase and confront those problems. So it's kind of like a miniature Hardway. Hardway also works the same way where it kind of bypasses that. But we're at a lock right now, so there's not too much this deck can do.
So I'm going to dismiss that and discard a Cloud Chaser and end my turn.
Now, D.R.M's a really fun deck, but it's a fun deck for the player playing it.
Yes, that's a very good way to put it. It's really not that fun to play against.
So I'm seeing it too.
Yeah.
So, like, even though I really can't do
You have a
anything
lot of
here,
action tokens, sir.
a lot of action tokens, limited options. I think I'm going to have to just pass, pay 2 to move up, because we can.
Well, actually, the only thing that saves him right now technically is an Applejack Element of Honesty, and he could play that on the Queen Chrysalis.
Yeah, but that requires me actually having an Applejack Element of Honesty.
And it's more than likely to have a Critter Stampede.
That's very possible too, so I'm going to go ahead and pass the turn.
So I'll draw. I'll gain 1/2 action tokens. I'll unexhaust.
Okay.
I will exhaust to draw. Exhaust to draw. And that's what I wanted.
So if he has this double Fluttershy right now, it's lock.
No, I don't. I actually don't have it. So
No?
no, I haven't drawn it, to be honest. But that's okay. You know what I mean? It's not a super big deal. I'm gonna exhaust TSATO to actually play back where you began on the mod, because I don't want to pay the 3 for the
And you're going to be discarding anyway, so may as well
Exactly.
your hand size
Yeah.
and conserve your AT.
Yep. So again, I mean, I'll deck out at this rate, but he'll have no action tokens anyway because I'll infinitely pump red hearts.
Deck out, no action tokens. Sounds like a win for me.
So I'll discard a Monsters Manual because I don't want to deck out and a Bright Bulb. So I'll pass the turn.
We'll obtain 2.
Yarp.
Even if I play the AJEOH, it's going to cost so much action tokens, so many action tokens here. I don't think it's worth it. Like, I would be confronting the problem, but he's going to bounce it back next turn.
I mean, you have
That
to.
would be 9.
You legitimately have to play it.
Yeah, I really need to start accelerating. I need to bypass this lock.
That's so awful.
It's...
That's so awful. Oh my god.
Yeah, it really is. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Applejack over here. I hit
Wow.
nothing with it. So we got rid of 3. We're going to go ahead and pay 6. Time to accelerate. AJEOH.
So I'm actually gonna Critter Stampede that and force him to pay 2 more immediately, or play 6 more. It still dismisses the Troublemaker.
Correct. It still dismisses it. Doesn't negate the effect. It just bounces the card when it's enters play. So.
But now it's forcing him to do it again, which is pretty dope. So he just paid all that action tokens for nothing.
It still got rid of the problem. So instead of paying 6, I'm gonna go pay 2 to move the mod up. No, I don't think you play Standstill or Plump Liquored out, so I'm okay over here.
Not this time. I'll
Not this time,
I'll
okay.
let it go.
You let it go? Okay, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just confront.
Yeah, do you
Fingers.
think?
Yes, we got points on the board. All right, guys, 2. So now I'm getting 3 action tokens per turn. Chozen over here is still sitting at now 6 per turn. It's definitely a lot, but I'm working with a little more resources past the turn.
So I'm going to, at the end of your turn, send that back to your hand because I don't want you confronting.
Yep.
And I'm gonna draw. I'm gain 3 action tokens. I'm going to pay 3 for a TSUV and send that back to your home.
For 3, like it's free.
Like it's free. And then this is where things get ridiculous. I'm just gonna pay 3, to be perfectly honest. It's not that ridiculous.
That is so ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What's happening?
Confront
Yep.
for 1.
4-1.
Pass the turn.
That's the turn.
Oh.
Ah, going down.
Sorry, Eddie. Alright.
So you gain 3 action tokens.
Gain 3 action tokens. This is pretty bad right now. It's definitely not in my favor.
These are your action tokens?
Yep.
Just so everyone can see them at home.
Okay, so I'm saying it's 7 action tokens. Not very many options. Even if I move Mod Pi up, he's going to play TSUV for free, bounce it back. So it's costing me 2, it's playing it for free, essentially, for him. Now what I could do is attempt to make a play.
Sounds like a hell of a play.
It would have to be, but I don't think it's even possible right now. Actually, it's more than possible. This nurse isn't pumped.
This one is.
Is it now?
Yep.
Give me that nurse.
Oh, you wanted? Oh, here
I'll
you
take
go.
that, dude.
This is removed from the game. Oh, gosh. Darn it, sir. Well, if you do confront this problem, you're going to pump this red hard.
But now the thing is, I can't play a friend over here because everything's going to be pumped. So the best thing I could do probably is try to set up over there, maybe. 2, 3. Still a stretch. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's see what I have over here. Pay 2.
Mm-hmm.
Move mod up.
Okay.
I think we'll probably just go ahead and try to face off.
I mean, what else can you do?
Yeah, I really can't do anything else.
You need to accelerate to 6.
I honestly probably should have held on to that kind of archives before I can do something else. But I'm just going to have to face off here and try to...
It wasn't a bad play. It makes me think you have something.
Yeah.
And now it forces me to pay 2, which is a non-issue.
Yeah, which is that's the thing. It's a non-issue, so...
Okay, so you'll go to 3.
Yep.
We'll face off.
Yep.
So 7 to 6. So I'm actually going to critter cav that because
Oh, you won that 1 extra point for the critter half.
I did.
But when you have 8 cards in hand the whole game, why not, right?
I mean, I'm just a little disappointed. Well, I didn't want to get rid of the flutter guy, to be honest. Actually, yeah, I don't actually want to pump that because I want the lock. Actually, doesn't matter. No, I guess it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It's going to be your last card anyway, so...
I'll get 2. Yeah, exactly. It really doesn't matter. And then I'll get 1 for Studious. So the Critter Stampede was actually free, or Critter Cav was free, which is pretty busted. Why was that important, though? So he's at 3 and I'm at 2, but I get first dibs. And it's the problem with Parasprites. So both players get to search the deck for a Troublemaker and put it in their hand.
Ooh.
So I'm actually going to search for a QC.
I'm going to bring out that Nightmare Moon.
Because I hate you.
My goal is to deck this fool out.
Dude, deck me out, bro. I can't believe I dug for Flutter Guy and I never drew it.
This is like a long game.
It's pretty ridiculous. My turn?
Yeah, you're...
So I'll draw. I'll gain 1, 2, 3.
I'm forced to discard one also, so I'm going to go ahead and discard while you're doing all your shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Discard the big man. I actually discard 2. AJ.
So I'm going to pay 2 with these to get my red hard back.
Yep.
Thank you, kind sir. Then I'm going to pay 1 with this ATO and 1 here to move up the TSUV. And then I'm going to pay 2 more to move up this red heart that's not pumped.
Yep.
And then I am going to pay... Math is hard. 1, 2, 3 for a Luna over here. And then I'm going to gain 3 for confronting this and go to 5, and I will pass the turn.
Yep, that happened.
start of your turn, Luna will fly away.
Look at you. You're so fancy.
So fancy.
Pay 1 for a Troublemaker.
Okay.
Over here.
It's probably a Nightmare Moon.
And I'm not going to move up because I don't want to give Twilight an opportunity to escape. So, pass.
I'll draw. Again, 1, 2, 3. I will send this here.
Okay.
And let's try and confront that. 2, 2, 5.
I don't think.
That's Flutter Guy. Nope, Nightmare Moon. Fair enough.
Yep.
Oh, probably shouldn't have dug for those Flutter Guys so much. Literally probably drew 15 cards and didn't hit it. But that's alright. So this will go home.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of us.
Well, I mean, that was just, to be perfectly honest, that was just astronomical odds for that to happen. I literally drew
It was, but at the same time, like, I don't, that's why I don't.
2/3 of my deck. So I'm actually gonna. I have a good feeling that that's probably a Nightmare Moon. So I'm probably going to spend 3, 4 to send both these over here. All right.
Okay.
And if he scared me correctly, then I'm a dummy. But I'm hoping he didn't. And then I'm also gonna 1, 2, 3 for another Man of the Moon.
Yep.
And then Man of the Moon will fly away during the score phase, and I'll pass the turn.
Yep. So now, guys, we're sitting at 7 AT. And we're going to go ahead and flip this.
Yep, it was a Nightmare Moon. You hit nothing of consequence.
Great. My mod is now at 4.
Yay! What were you missing? An event?
Yeah, I was missing
Oh
that.
my gosh. Oh, MaudGames, you're so silly. Unfortunately, Applejack Element of Honesty can only hit your opponent's Troublemakers, so he can't even play it to, like, do work right now. There's the barricade.
Hey, barricade.
Dude, this is like this is a 30-minute game right now, and it's still like
Pay 1 over
5
here.
to 3. Yeah, dude.
Yay! Barricade. I'm going to pay 2
Mm-hmm.
to move up mod over here.
Why wouldn't you just use the card underneath barricade?
Yeah, just kidding. And
I was like, wow, that's
when
a
I
good
said
play.
over there, I meant over to Nightmare Moon.
Oh, sweet, all right, good talk. my turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
All right, so I'll draw. Actually, yeah, I'll draw. 1, 2, 3. These will fly over here. We'll confront the Awizodal with my Smorgasbord of Friends.
Yep.
Oh, Flutter Guy. I'm actually not gonna pump.
I'm not gonna pump.
So I'll get 2 action token or 2 points and go to 7. And I'll get 1 for the Studios from TSUV.
Wow, this is a crazy game.
It's nuts, right? I'm actually gonna.
I think you might deck out.
We'll see. Back we began the
Mod. You could deck out. Actually, if I can deck you out and then make you discard everything.
That'd be hella impressive. I'm gonna.
I actually have an out here.
We'll see.
Well, you are sitting at 7 points right now.
Exhaust. To move over the Red Heart.
Okay.
Here. And
What a discard again.
what did you discard? QC?
From your hand?
Yeah.
No. I don't think I did hit a card, did I?
Did you?
No.
Does it? Oh, that might matter.
Let's put this back up real quick.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter, you're right.
Fair enough. So back we begin. Good
Yep.
call. My bad. And then the 2 to move. And then I'll score first time, right? No one's confronted this? Because it's you never had the 2 white.
You're right, yeah.
And I never confronted it. So I'll go to 9. Right? And
Yep.
then these will fly away at the start of your
Score phase?
no, well no. I have to score, but at the start of your ready phase.
Okay.
These will fly away.
Oh, you're right. Yep. So I'm gonna gain 4 here.
Yeah. And that TM flips. Well, after the PTO. Yep. Whew.
Okay. So. I'm gonna go ahead and just pay 2 to move Maud up over to Zonal.
Not bad.
Pass my turn.
So I'll draw.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go ahead. You can bring this back during draw phase?
Yeah, I have to. I could get lucky.
Over here?
Yeah, because one of these will go away anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep. Blue Jay. So I'll confront.
7 to 7.
7 to 7. Up and there's
wow, there's the 7.
a 7. So I'll oh, that's yours actually. So I'll gain gain 3 and I'll go to 12.
Oh man, no, this is bad. This is bad.
That's pretty dope. And this will go to the bottom of my deck. Yay for Nightmare Moon.
He might be able to score enough to win the game soon.
This will go back to my home.
Yep.
So I will actually exhaust these two to flip this up.
Yep.
And then I'll exhaust this and pay 1 to move this up here.
Yep, you got it.
And then I will send that home. Then I'll pay 3 more. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
For a TSUV.
All right. Well,
two more for a no shred hard.
that's gonna be his win condition right now. He's gonna try to win next turn.
And 2 more.
Yep. That flip was really crazy.
Yep.
That's
sure
7
was.
to 5. Woo.
This guy's so salty. He's so salty. And then I'll score and go to 13. And then during your ready phase, I will send these away.
Even if your flip median is a 5, sometimes you get that Nightmare Moon and it just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. That's why Nightmare Moon's so good, man. I'm telling you, ban that.
All right, now we have 5 tokens.
Yeah, dude, you do have 5. Sweet. And notice, it's MaudGames is definitely one of the best decks in the game right now, I'd say. And it's 13 to 3. D.R.M is just a solid beat stick.
Well then, since it doesn't matter, what we want to do is try to pay 1, flip that.
Okay. And you're going to pump Farmer Barricade as well?
Yep, it's going to give me 1 extra power for this face-off.
That was actually a really clever play. He had to. He went to Jared.
I really did.
He went to Jared. My turn. Do you want to move up Maud to score? At least so you have a little more power.
I can't. It's 6, yeah.
You could. I mean, you have enough action tokens. Right?
Pay 2 to move up, Mon?
I mean, I'm not going to stand still. I don't play white.
Well, even if you did, I'll be impressed if you had 3.
That'd be hella impressive. So
Even then, I'd still be able to move it up.
4.
Yeah, that's probably my last play.
So I'll draw.
This is your last turn.
4.
I just wanted to let you know you're not going to win.
There's no way, dude.
There's no way you can win.
So I'm going to send these both here.
Over here, not here, to secure this?
No, I'm fine, dude.
You're still that confident?
Dude, I'm not concerned. So right now I have 7. I have 10 to your 6.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll face off over here.
You cocky son of a bitch.
I'm actually going to pay 1.
Oh, wait. I got an answer. Not even close. Not even close.
Oh, yeah? Show me the way. So I'll confront that. I'll go
Yeah.
13 to 15.
Yeah, you're going to do what?
And
okay.
my MVPs are sitting right there. Wow, and I just want to point out, this was this deck going off without an early Flutter Guy. And not only that, I dug for Flutter Guy for how long? Aqua. Tell me how often that doesn't happen. This was.
It's true. A lot of times that deck will hit that early Flutter Guy very quickly, and then what it does, it tries to create that stasis for the first 2 turns.
Oh my god.
The last 2 cards.
Literally the last 2 cards of my deck.
That's why you pile shuffle.
Dude, I hate my life right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, thanks for watching the D.R.M. versus MaudGames showcase, guys. Enjoy your Celestial Solstice cards. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. And if you guys like what you see, we'll throw up a deck profile as well.
yeah, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys back next week.